Hello everybody, this is LTMKD and today I'm recording a video that I'll post on YouTube about, well, general my experience with World of Tanks with a bit of uh, an accent on economy in World of Tanks. So World of Tanks is, I believe, more than 10 years old and have been playing for about 5.5 years. So account started in February 11th, 2014. Oh, recognize the Macedonian, so it shows in Macedonian the interface, but that's my start. That's when I created, along with two friends, an account and start playing. Now the tech tree was different. It was shown differently. It was vertical. It was different, and I start playing the game without ever learning the game. So if anybody is new to World of Tanks, I want to learn, well, two things you have to start doing. One is every time you get destroyed, not every time, but just go through tank in a tech tree. So you choose or not. That's not going to be a good. Okay, just go to tech tree. You also have uh like classes and tiers. Like tiers are 10. You start from 1 and progress all the way through tier 10. 10 is the end. You don't have, at least for now, you don't have more tanks above it. So among the tanks you have 4 classes. You have the light tanks, the mediums, the heavies, and the tank destroyers. And there's also sort of like a special class. That's the 5th class, the SPGs. Now normally light tanks are fast, have no armor. In some cases they have really terrible guns, and they are there to scout mostly. Mediums can scout, but they are mostly for supporting the heavies, when heavies are the one that you're supposed to push. Tank destroyers are like snipers, they shoot from far. And SPGs also have usually very long range, and in current World of Tanks they do stun damage, which is very annoying to most players, but they changed it. Previously they did damage, now they don't do that much damage, some will say, but that's not really true. And you progress from tier 1, as I said, to tier 10. Now tier 10 is the one that requires more, like, most attention, I would say, because players who play in the top tier are the ones that play the game either the most or the one that are most competitive. So the more you play top tier, the more you basically are more competitive. Now there are also types of tanks. Like in the tech tree you can see that some tanks are different. They're not just sitting aside alone. Those are the premium tanks. So you have standard tanks, you have premium tanks, and Wargaming added campaigns which give you reward tanks. You also get reward tanks for doing missions in with clans and all that stuff. So those are the types, those are the tiers, and those are the classes. Now this is a light tank. Each tank has combat capacity or characteristics that you have to look. There are weak spots in the armor. For example, if 50 is a medium, so you need to know what is this plate, how thick it is, how thick is this, how thick is this, is it angling under this angle, can I pan this, can I pan this, can I pan this, or should I shoot the turret, how can I pan it, is this a weak spot, and all that. So when you learn the game, start playing better, and it's easy to go from tier 1 basically towards tier 10. if you learn the game, and that's good. Now the game changed. It used to be three, the first three basically uh, nations. I'm like in works in early in the morning. So you have the Germans, you have the USSR, and you had the American. Those are the three. Now they added the British and the French later, and also the Chinese and the Japanese. And recently they added the Czech, the Polish, the Swedish, and the Italian tank. So now we have more to choose. Although, like, the Italians only have one line, the Polish have only one line, the Czech have only one line. Now the Japanese and the Swedish have multiple lines. Like, both have well, they added the just recently they added the Crownman, the medium line, but they both had two lines. Now, along with that, there are things that you need to consider is learning the weak spots and how tanks play. So also there are the maps, and with the maps you have to learn like which map how it plays. Now there are multiple maps, some of them were removed that used to be there, they came back reworked, or they never came back, and you have to like learn to play each map, and that's part of the learning. The more you improve, it's better, stats become better, and you play better. Now onto the main, like, just a quick mention. When I started to play this game, I really sucked, so my win rate was quite low. So I have a document that I created some time ago. Now I didn't wrote the, what you will say, I didn't wrote the win rate, how much I win, but it was around 43-45%, around those marks. Now it's sitting at 52.31%. Why? Because I paid attention to how I play, and this is not that difficult to do, but still it takes a bit of time in getting used to. So I share this document. So I started writing this at some point, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago. I found some sites that are useful, and I start picking up the stats that I had. So as you can see, the last record that I had, 4,000 and like 4,000 battles. This is a date, which this is battles, WN8. This is the difference. This is growth on 1,000, like 1K battle. So 2015 I had 4K games, 600 WN8. This is actually bad. We go and say, was it noob meter? That's as yeah, they had the lines. Yeah. So what is 613, right, in regards to how good it is? Below average. I was below average, and I started to play better. So I got to 900 after 600 games, 700 games, or 7,000 games. I became above average, right? 900. Now the win rate was something that I needed to repair from 43-44% up to 50. That's a crucial thing. And I start progressing more and more. Now I had big jump here because this is around the time when I stopped playing the game, and this is after I start playing the game again. Uh, the reason why I stopped it because I did ignore the economics of the game. So what is the economics of the game? Well, you have the tiers, and tier 1 is zero cost, only gains. And you can say that the first 3 tiers, like the tier 1 that you get for free, and tier 2 and then tier 3 are runaway or run through tiers. You don't spend much time here. You don't play these tanks unless you have premium tank that is on that tier. You will rarely see people and experienced people playing these tiers. Tier 4 and tier 5 becomes the first thing when you get like real challenges. You see tanks that are extremely good at what they do, and things that are like tanks that are not that good. But you start to see how the games will develop. While tier 6 is the first, many say first real tier. Here you see challenges. If you are part of a clan, you get to play in tier 6 battles, like the skirmishes, now are called advances. And above that, you get to tier 8, the next line, the next tier when you can play in clan battles, and then tier 10. So 6, 8, and 10 are the like very important tiers, while tier 7 and tier 9s are tiers in between, you can say. Now, how does economics go? At tier 1 to 3, all the way up to tier 7, although this is depending, you gain credits. So let's say you are absolute average player, you will gain credits up to tier 7, but I would say including most of the time tier 7. So if you have 50% wins, you will still earn credits in tier 7, although there will be times when you will lose credits in tier 7. You will rarely lose credits in tier 6 because this is still positive, in economic terms, positive here. While tier 5 and lower, you will almost always gain credits. So you will have enough earned to pay the repairs, to pay the ammunition and the consumables resupply. But above that, like tier 8 and upwards, you will start to see the trend of losing money. Even if you are a good player, if you are above average player, you will lose money, or I should say lose credits in tier 8, 9, and 10. Now, how do you offset that? Well, wargaming changed in more ways, but you can offset that by using premium account. So premium account is giving a boost. I don't know if I can pick, I don't have the, no, I can show you the game, but every game you receive 50% more credits and 50% more experience. What this means is if I play tier 2, I get 50% more experience. That means I can get more XP to unlock the next tank, so I can progress faster, which is a bit how to say it, misguiding, because, or kind of tricky, because if you have premium account, you will progress towards tier faster, but if you don't learn how the game works, basically you will hit the credit problem faster. So without premium account, as I said, up to tier 7, maybe include tier 7, you will gain. With premium account up to tier 8, you will pretty much gain, but 8 is the breaking point when you start losing money. Tier 9 and 10, you will still lose money unless you do exceptionally well and you win. So unless you're doing like great job in tier 9 in your having premium account, you will lose credits there. So the first offset is premium account. Second offset is the boosters or the personal reserve. You have credit boosters. Now you used to be able to buy those in the shop for gold, right? But now you can't. So now you don't have the option to buy boosters like that. So credit boosters have been removed from that. So you have to play either fun modes like this, like the special events. You have to play other game types that will give you those boosters and you can activate them. But the boosters last for a certain amount of time. Like this is 2 hours of basically having a premium account without paying for premium account. The current way to get these boosters are through missions and through special game modes. Now, the second way to offset for free basically is to join a clan and hope when the clan people are activating the boosters of the clan, you will get those boosts again, and as everybody in the clan basically. So you have to play at that certain time because the clan will usually activate those boosters from 8 p.m. to say 10 p.m. So if you don't play at that time, you will not gain anything from it. The third option is basically purchasing one premium tank. Now this is one-time investment that you can do, but you basically buy a premium tank. For example, the most notably one of these, or the tank that is considered to be overpowered and idiot proof, the defender or object 252U, and you play this. Now this tank on itself has 50% boost to credits, so you gain more credits when you play this tank, similar to how you play how you gain more when you play when you play with the premium account. So you get the same boosts. So if you combine this with the premium account, you get exceptionally better boost. So this will give you more credits. Now you get those by in-game. You can purchase a tank with gold. You can purchase them with credits. You purchase credit. You use credits to purchase standard tanks, but you're not purchasing the premium tanks. Now, this means that you have to pay with the money or get the tanks through missions. So there were missions for tanks. Project was one example, and you can get this tank for free, but you have to invest a lot of time. There was missions for each nation that you have to do, and if you finish all of them, you get the tank. You get tokens, and you can exchange those tokens for the tank. Other thing that used to be they gave it through a mission is this tank. Not exceptional tank, tier 5 and all that, but you can get this that way through missions, but you have to invest a lot of time. Tank that another one, there were few that you basically had to be like had to invest a lot of time to gain, and there are those usually tier 2s and tier 3s that they give away for free during New Year's events and things like that, that you just play a game or two and you just win or you get the tank. So are they good credit makers? Generally no. Generally, when you want credit maker like for premium tank is tier 8. If you get tier 8 premium tank, you earn the most money. If you get less, like lesser tier or lower tier, you get less credits. So you want tier 8s, but those are the most expensive, upwards around, well, they're around 50 euros, most of them. So it's expensive to get. Some of them are not no longer available to purchase from the premium shop, but That's that. And you have like those are the options. Now, what I did when I started to play the game, I saw from 3 lines which tanks are there. Now you can see that we have Gorilla now in this game, right? But Gorilla go with German TDs. Right? Now there are 2 lines. One line is from Jack Tiger or Jack Tiger to Jack Panzer or Yak Panzer, however you pronounce it, E100, and they are similar. They are turretless, but then you get from tier 9 German tank destroyer that has turret to something that doesn't really have a turret. The reason for this is that there was a tank that was Waffenträger E100, similar to this is called E100, but they removed it because it was overpowered. Now, so well, that's that. You can't change that, right? So what you usually get is what I did at the time is check at the time E100 and the Waffenträger E100. So I compare that and say, okay, this doesn't have a turret, and this thing had a turret. Now, no longer the same tank, but then I compare that to the American tank destroyer, and I saw this. Oh, that's a turret. I failed to recognize that the turret moves 90 degrees to the left and to the right, so it's not fully traversable. I didn't care at the time. And then I checked the Russians, and I saw that the Russians only had this, and this has no turret. So I said, I'm gonna play the American. Right? And what I did is from tier 1, rush everything tier 1 to get tier 10. And along this line, I end up with one of these, and I started losing credits because at the time I was below average, and at tier 7 started losing credits, and some of my clanmates said never sell just tier 6. That will be the thing that will make credits for you if you don't have premium account and so on. So the game changed. I learned to play, so I'm still improving, and with that the economic situation is better for me in regards to World of Tanks. And as you know, I play other games and I try to learn there. I had one, I will say, failed attempt to create a city in the city skylines. I had 1 million citizens, but I failed at 300,000, so that's considered a very big city. And my failure in World of Tanks compared to that is I got to tier 8 and ran out of money. So if someone is starting this game, take it slow, learn it, and don't rush. I know that today there's like top of the tree with the exceptional discounts and all that, but don't rush. Figure out which class is the best for you and start doing what you actually want to do. When you see my stats right now, you see that tank destroyers are not my most played vehicles anymore. They used to be the only vehicles that I played. Now they're not the most played vehicles. The mediums are, and the heavies are right next to them. And this comes from my learning of the game. The more you learn the game, it's better for you, better time. Don't obsess about W8, although I did show you a part that I followed through, and enjoy the game. I'll be streaming some other games like I do standardly on the channel, if you watch my stream, but I will continue to play for pretty much at least a year, play this game. But hopefully this video was informative and not too long to watch, and I hope to see you on the stream on my channel again. Bye bye.